You can't be smug about the fact that you've correctly predicted an arson attack on your own house. There's no smugness in watching the smouldering ruins of your own home being described as smouldering ruins by one of the people that set fire to it, while claiming, of course, that it was going to be somehow transformed into a magical palace full of unicorns and unspecified freedoms. It's actually enraging to see somebody so blithely admit what everybody paying attention, who wasn't either blinded by racism or so in danger of disappearing up their own fundament that they'd lost sight of the sun, has known all along. Of course it's a disaster, but nevertheless this was quite a moment on Newsnight last night when Victoria Derbyshire did what people should have been doing years ago. Admittedly, you can do it now with facts and forecasts instead of with just explanations and evidence, but better late than never.
Economically, the UK would have been better staying in, wouldn't it?
I don't think that for a moment. But what I do think...
Based on all that?
But what I do think is we haven't actually benefited from Brexit economically when we could have done. I mean, what Brexit's proved, I'm afraid, is that our politicians are about as useless as the commissioners in Brussels were. We've mismanaged this totally. And if you look at simple things such as takeovers, such as corporation tax, we are driving business away from our country. Arguably, now we're back in control, we're regulating our own businesses even more than they were as EU members. Brexit has failed.
Back for you then?
Well, I wouldn't rule it out. It's not top of my bucket list, but frankly, we've not delivered on borders, we've not delivered on Brexit. The Tories have let us down very, very badly.
Brexit has failed. Come here a minute. Did you fall for it? More crucially, did you fall for him? Because if it was the racism that appealed to you, how are you processing the fact that some of the right-wing think tanks are predicting immigration hitting 1 million in the next couple of years? If it was the racism you fell for, how are you processing the fact that a Tory Home Secretary, after 13 years, is trying to use it as a hobby horse to drive herself to the top of her own party? If it was the racism that you fell for, how the hell do you account for the fact that immigration is higher now than it was before you cast your vote for racist reasons? Or did you fall for something else? Did you fall for him? Did you fall for Farage?